This will change your perspective because you need to have more than one perspective on things. You got to have a different perspective. You got to look at things from different points of view. You've got to be open-minded enough to have different points of view and look at it and then make better decisions. That's what we're looking into right now. That's right. This will change your perspective. Perspective, how you look at things, your point of view, how things appear just to you. Some people are so narrow-minded they look through a little tube like a toilet paper tube, or they even get narrower and longer like a paper towel tube, and they can only see this one little thing, and they see that one little thing is right because that's the only thing they see. Oh my goodness. Just one little thing. And I got to be honest with you, I used to be that way. And in some respects, I still am with regard to some certain things. But I have learned to take a step back and see things from a broader perspective, from a wider angle, as it were. So this will change your perspective. So let me tell you a story of 6 blind men. 6 blind men who haven't experienced very much, but they found a good friendship in each other. And one of them heard that there was going to be an elephant that was going to be brought through the town, through their village. And they said, we've got to go and check this out. We've never experienced an elephant before in our lives. So on the day when they'd heard that the elephant was going to be in town, they got together and were able to go to where the elephant was. And the only way, they can't see the elephant, they are all blind. So they each went to see it and go up and have the opportunity to feel it and everything like that. And the first one went up and grabbed it, and it was he was able to grab just the trunk. And he said, oh, an elephant is like a great, big, thick snake. Absolutely amazing. And the next one stepped up and missed the trunk entirely, but got a hold of the big flat ear, this big, massive flat ear. And said, oh, it's kind of like a big fan. It's a big fan that goes back and forth. That's what an elephant is. But the third one, when the third one walked up and started groping around looking for the elephant, was able to grab a hold of its big, thick leg. And that was it. Just a big, massive, thick, hard, heavy leg. And said, an elephant. Oh, an elephant must be like a tree trunk. It's massive and it's big and it's sturdy like that. The fourth man went up, just walked right up and just kind of bumped right into the side of it and just felt the big side of it between the two legs, just the massive edge, and felt it. And he says, an elephant is just nothing more than a great big wall, and you can't get through it. It's just massive and it's just big. That's it. Now the fifth one was down at the other end and went up and was able to grab the tail. And when he grabbed the tail and felt it, he said, it's kind of like a rope. That's it. Just an elephant is just like a rope. And yet the sixth man came up, and when he grabbed hold of it, all he could grab hold of was the tusk, this great big massive tusk. And he felt it round through to its end. He said, an elephant is just like a spear. Now all 6 of these guys were right. And all 6 of these guys were amazingly wrong. You've got to have different perspective. You've got to have a different viewpoint, which is why I kind of popped this in here. This is a different perspective. This is what I want everybody to see. But this is just a camera to the side. And he gives a different viewpoint of where things are going with the computer down here. And you see I've got 2 screens and I've got a main camera there. I got lights. I got the side that the messy part that I don't want people to see. And it's just a different perspective. But we have to have a different idea and a different concept and a different viewpoint. I'm not telling you to change your ways. That's entirely up to you. But at least have an open enough mind to change your own view of things, or to at least see other people's points of view. Just to be that way. The first way is to step back. Now, I'm the type of guy, I get this great idea, and I dump it all down on paper, and I come up with ideas and concepts and thoughts and processes and little rabbit holes and little rabbit trails and all these kinds of things, and I get it all together. It's absolutely fantastic, and I love it. And then I share it with somebody who has a different perspective, because I'm too close to my work. I think my work is absolutely amazing, but guess what? When I step back and I allow other people to take a look at it, it's not that great an idea. Excuse me. It's not that good. But I was so close to it, and I was so in depth with it. I was looking at it through tunnel vision, and I could see nothing else around me. And when I stepped back and I allowed some other people to see it, maybe it's not the greatest thing in the world. Or I step back and I see more possibilities for what it really could be. Maybe it is a good idea, but it's even greater idea, because I was able to step back and take a look at the broader picture. When you step back from an elephant, you get to see the whole thing, not just the wall, not just the trunk, not just the tusk, not just the tail. That's a different angle altogether. I don't know that we want to go there. So step back. Step back from what you're doing. The second thing is walk around. An elephant from the side looks very recognizable, but an elephant from the back, ooh, that's a different perspective altogether. You don't get to see stuff like the trunk or the tusk or anything like that. You're seeing the backside, but when you look at the front side, just the front side, you're not seeing the backside. You have to walk around something to get a perspective. And when we have great ideas, or we have even opinions that can be rather narrow-minded at times, let's be honest. Everybody's opinion is narrow-minded based on our own concepts and our own ideas. So we have to walk around some things. We have to be able to see things from different angles, from different perspectives, from different viewpoints. We just have to be able to see it that way. So step back from, you're so close to something, step back, but also walk around. Get some other points of view. Look at your idea, look at your concept, look at your beliefs from different angles, and see what that opens up for you. And the third thing is open both eyes. Now, this past week, I went in for what I thought was going to be a consult, and it was a consult, but the consult was, you need to get this done. Hey, we can do this right now. And so they took my right eye, this one right here, and they numbed it up, and I call it a Dremel sander, but they call it polishing. They polished my cornea. They took the wrinkles out of my cornea, which was the primary problem. But I went in not even thinking I was going to talk to them about it, and they said, no, you need this done, and we can do that one right now. I go back in a couple more days, and they're actually going to do sign off on the first eye and then schedule my left eye, and then I'm going to have that done. And then sometime early next year, I'll get cataracts surgery, changing out stuff. But one lens, one eye really hinders perspective and depth perception too. So we need to go into something with both eyes open, not half blind, not with excuses. Well, I can't. I just don't see it that way. So step back, walk around, open both eyes, and have an open mind to a lot of things. I'm not saying you have to accept everything. I'm just saying have an open mind to it. See things from another person's point of view. That's amazingly important. Remember this. Having just one point of view eliminates many opportunities. Eliminates many opportunities. You're missing so many things when you go into something, into a negotiation, into a business venture, into whatever. You eliminate many opportunities if you're just going to go in and just have one point of view. Sometimes when you say, hey, it's my way or the highway, well, a lot of times it's the highway. It's just how it is. But go in with an open point of view, and it will open up opportunities. It will open up opportunities. That's the ideas. That's the concept behind it, about having a perspective. Love doing live. So, this is the Conquer Yourself Project. I am Bill McConnell. Don't forget to like, share, comment, or subscribe, depending upon where you're watching this. I would appreciate it very much if you would do that every Tuesday at noon, my time, which is Mountain Time, because I'm just north of Denver, about 1 hour. Everything leads to one thing. That one thing leads to everything else. I'm Bill McConnell.